Hello, everybody. This video I'm recording specially for the organizational psychology, which means that or psychology at work. Again, based on our experience with our clients who come to us because they feel heartburn at work, they feel that their bosses are not fair with them. They feel that there is a lot of politics at work. They feel that there are other people around them who use techniques which are more like unprofessional techniques to step on their rights and go and climb the ladder, and so forth and so forth. Um, Also, it includes those people who have been facing with some kind of depression because they were not promoted as they wanted. So just a quick one here, and for a couple of minutes I'll take. One of the things that we see in psychology of organizations, that organization is like a human being. They breathe. They have their own set of values. They have their own set of complicated behaviors that just become more magnified because they happen with a certain groups of people. If you are facing a difficulty with your boss, if you are facing a difficulty with your colleagues, if it is not the first time that you are facing it, in every organization where you go, you find it. First of all, I would like to say that there is a need to look inwards. may I indicate here that हम बहुत सारे concepts और ideologies को अपने parents से लेके चलते हैं, अपने organization से, अपने culture से लेके चलते हैं. But unfortunately, I have noticed that many of our youngsters, with their best educational background, they carry some very obsolete and very impractical ideologies with them. I'll give you one example where a person says कि मैं अपने बॉस की कोई फजूल बात नहीं सुनता, मैं हर वक्त उससे उसके एप्पल्स पॉलिश नहीं करता, मैं उसकी खुशामद में मसरूफ नहीं रहता. मैं मीटिंग के अंदर जब बैठा होता हूँ तो मैं सही को सही और गलत को कहता हूँ. I just can't do this munafqat and all this. Let me clarify here something very, very important. That having good mannerism, having good akhlaq does not mean that you are munafiq. Does not mean that you are doing some khushamat. I'll give you a few couple of examples and then you can. For example, you don't agree with your boss in a meeting, and you can try it next time. If you think that where you're not agreeing, and if you don't speak up now in this meeting, the world will fall down, the organization will collapse, and you have to right now speak up your mind, by all means go ahead and speak it. But you will find that generally people speak in the meeting, oppose other people, not only the bosses, oppose their team members just for the sake of it, just because they want to say that they know it better, just for the by one reason or the other. It might not have absolutely little to do with the organizational goals. So I would say that if you are sitting in a meeting, the challenge is not that you have to speak something intelligent and something very nice and add, but I would say that the challenge is that how you keep quiet and only speak once it is direly important. And actually, those people who actually work good for the organizations are those who are not too much speaking too much in the meetings. They're actually doing work, and they just come to the meeting to attend it. They have their own set of ideologies, and then they discuss those matters with one person of that meeting outside the meeting and say, guy, I think I don't agree with you, or I think this is the problem. If you can look into this, so that person will feel respected. कि इसको ये पता भी था, but still it kept my respect. So my bottom line is that only speak up if you think it is direly important. It's something that's a decision of the board is going to happen at that very moment. But if it is not the end of the world and you think you can wait for a break, wait for it. The other thing is that if you say a hello and a hi to people around you every day, whether it's your boss, it's your colleagues, it's a guard on duty, the security people, the office boy, if you have an office boy, or any person who's working in your office, and you go and say a hello, a hi, if you show your face, research has shown that people have suspicion to novelty. Humans have great suspicion to novelty. That means people who are new or not even new, who don't show up, who faces relatives even whom you don't see or listen to too often, and you meet them after a long time, you have a sense of complaint, you have a sense of something not comfortable. I not say suspicion all the time, but you think that they are doing something which you are not part of. So once you say hello and hi to people, and you go to their desk and just wave and say, it gives them that sense that you are there. I have seen many people who work very hard on their desks, who are doing a lot of contribution to the company, but since they are not visible to their bosses, since they are not talking to them, since they are not even having interaction or a social interaction, people think that they are not working. On the other way, the people who are not working but they are doing a so good, they have good social skills, they still progress. Yes, I do agree that if they progress through this value system, they will very quickly fall down if they are not capable. But trust me, the best people are who are very capable as well, and they are very good social skills. They go to the top and stay there for a very long time. So your social skills are very, very important. The third thing that I want to highlight in today's one, and then we could talk about in some other videos as well, is that your ability to stay away from any negative discussion about the management or about the people in the groups that you work with. Remember that there are some people who are very vocal in the organization, and some of them are not capable, some of them are not likable, and rightly so, not likable. If you somehow become visible, walking with them, dining with them, having friendships with them, even if you are not getting any negativity from them, which I doubt, because you will still get some negativity with them. Okay, for example, let's assume you don't get any negativity with them. Still, your very presence around with them will send a message to everyone that you are part of the same ideology. And it's very complicated because I don't want to sound biased here, but the best part about this discussion is that once you are with those people, because when they speak negative, once they speak against somebody, once they have that ghibat or backbiting, you're a very nice listener, and that's why they're sticking around you, because you think you're a good listener. Remember, being a good listener to something which is negative, which does not have an evidence, which is based on personal difficulties of people, and you're a good listener, you're not doing any favor to them. You're not doing any favor to you. You're not doing any favor to your organization. And then you become a victim by the organization silently, because you think you have not done anything, but absolutely no, absolutely wrong, I would say, because you have done something to yourself outside your awareness. So there are two or three things that I found very glaring nowadays, that people are coming to us and complaining about their heartburn in organizations. While the organizations will have their own difficulties, not all organizations are perfect, but I think these small little tips where we don't engage into negativity, where we are more socially skilled, and where our ability to speak very, very selectively, I think that's going to be a very good start point for your organizational and professional development and progress. If you have any more questions, or you want trainings for your organizations, or you have other difficulties with your organizations, please feel free to talk to us. We have a trained team who not only impart one-to-one sessions, but also corporate trainings, and corporate trainings provided by psychologists and organizational psychologists have an evidence and research that they are very, very effective. Thank you very much.